Okay, so good evening, everybody. You're welcome to today's
Good evening.
class, which is the second part of what we started yesterday. So today we are going to continue on where we stopped. Yesterday, we were able to connect our Power BI to our um, cloud desktop, right? And we're able to create measures. You see, we had quite a lot of measures, quite a lot of stuff were done for us by Cloud AI and at no cost. Now, today, what we are going to be doing is first, we're going to start with us trying to create a relationship within the cloud interface, within Power BI. So, if you look at it, you notice that there is no form of relationship there yet. So, we are going to try to use Cloud AI to actually do that. But before we do that, I want to ask a question. If you remember yesterday, between now and yesterday, I have actually closed my Power BI. I have, although I have not closed cloud, I've worked with cloud. I work cloud almost every time, like my junior brother now. But I have closed Power BI. Now, do you think that if I come here and I just start prompting, do you think that it will start working immediately? Anybody? Do you think that when I start prompting now, like say, okay, I want to create a relationship and I press enter, do you think that the cloud will start working immediately on Power BI?
Mm, well, I'm not sure.
For me, I guess probably maybe at every instance I
Yes.
open it, maybe the connection strength will probably
Yes,
change.
yes. So thank you very much, Mr. Gbenga, for that. Now, I think somebody is trying to come in. Okay, I think we should not try in. Um,
Report will change at every time
yes,
of connection.
connection. Good. So I wanted to show you what happened yesterday. If you notice yesterday when what was it called? When something like that happened at the first initiation, it told us something. It said something around here. It said connection timed out. Let me reconnect first. So it looks like Power BI was restarted on a new port. Let me reconnect. So that means every time you close Power BI, a new connection port is given. So now for me now, I think what I'm supposed to do is to say, can you connect to the Power BI desktop file? I think I need to always do that. And once we do that, we wait for it to pick up. So we are looking at it. Um, okay, this is good. So that way, yeah, you can see now. It is trying to connect now. So I think this is something that we need to do. So anytime you close up your Power BI, right, you should try to first try to connect to what? To the file. So that way, we are very sure that it is connected to the file. You can see now. So it has connected to the DJN, what do you call it? It was restarted again. So let me quickly check what survived. Now, why is it doing this? Because I'm on Opus, and Opus is much more intelligent. That's why it remembered that this thing has happened before. And when it happened before, some things were lost. So now it's trying to see whether it survived again, and it goes on like that. So now, I think the next thing we are going to do here is that I would have wanted us to do documentation, but I wanted us to do the modeling side of things first. I wanted us to do the modeling side of things first. Let's try to model uh, what we have here. So how do we go about the modeling? So it's just a simple question. So just like Mr. Alawali said yesterday that there was no modeling before we create measures, we have to do modeling. So I could say I noticed there was no relationship between the file, between the tables. So instead of me telling it to even execute it, why don't I even ask it to even tell me what type of relationship it thinks it's possible you have on this system and everything like that, isn't it? So we can just prompt it instead of us prompting it to start it immediately. Because yes, I could tell it that it should create a relationship for us. But what if there's something we are missing we don't know? So we can easily just tell it. I know there's no relationship with the model. Can you look into the type of relationship that we could have and the necessary keys and also let me see, somebody said something now that we should confirm how it made the measures without the relationship, and afterwards confirm the measures, especially those that were done without relationships. Right, I think I've been able to merge everything together. So let's see. Now let's see what is going to happen. Obviously we know what will happen. Cloud will go into our Power BI again, try to look at everything, try to look for primary keys, foreign keys, everything. If you remember, it did a bit of telling us about primary keys and foreign keys in our first what's it called? In our first prompt, where it told you to actually look at what we have there. So you can see it's already telling us now that it has checked the current state, it has identified what is needed. So I suspected good. So you are saying no call star schema relationship is set up. So let me verify the key columns match properly. All aligned. So the keys have been aligned perfectly with zero unmatched values. Now let's create all five relationships. If you notice, my Power BI is already refreshing itself here. It's already rolling. So all five relationship has been created. Let's verify. So I'm going to click on this guy just to see. Do you notice? Can you see now? The relationship has been created already.
I think your screen,
My screen
I
is
don't know.
slow. Oh my god.
It's not showing all the things that you're saying. It's still saying thinking about identifying the stable relationship and defining necessary keys
Oh
and
my
validating
god.
measures.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I think there's a lag.
Yeah,
There's
Okay,
no
now there's a
cloud.
now we can see now. There's a
I can
lag
see.
on the
Okay, good.
visual.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay, good. So now we have everything. So at first, you notice there was no form of relationship. But if you look at it, that suspected that there was no linking, then it's actually checked all the keys to align, right? Which is something that we as human beings will actually also do. We first check, is there a form of match? Isn't it? Then after that, we check, is there an alignment? Did they match perfectly well? Now this one is saying they match perfectly with zero unmatched values. Okay, now let's create the relationship. Then after that, all relationship have done this. Then after that, all my relationship have been confirmed. 5 new call ones, 4 are auto-generated. Now let me test the measures across all divisions. So you can see it's trying to tell us exactly what it is doing. Now it needs some relationship needs a refresh, so it needs to do some other things. Maybe those other what's it called? The measures that we might have need the relationship to do now. It has noted it now. So it's telling us now that it wants to do something. And obviously always allow. But before that, before I use always allow, let's just look at this place. Let's see. So we notice it has tried to give us, so we have the what's it called? Like I think a star schema of the sales facts table. Let me make this bigger a bit. And I think there's a way to reduce this. So we can see now we have the sales facts table and across everybody. So we have a star schema across all of them as usual, as expected to have. And this is us. We didn't do any form of anything. If we click on it, we'll try to see that everything is matching correctly. Everything is matching correctly. Even the date calendar table that we created is also matching correctly. So let me reduce it a bit back. So now it's telling us that it wants to do something. So let's allow it. So it needs to refresh my model. So now it's refreshing, it's working on it. It's trying to update those other what's it called? The measures now. If some measures need to be populated and everything, it needs to update all those measures now based on the new relationship. It might have done the measures, it might have done them, relate them together using DAX. I have done them using DAX, using relationship DAX measures before. Now it's doing them based on the fact that they're even connected to one another. So we have customer dimension are working, it's testing. So now it is testing everything again to ensure that everything that it is doing is proper. Now these are some of the places, yeah, using treat as good. Now these are some of the places where we might not do. Now because of the model I'm using, if you're using either Opus or Sonnet, right? Those two, I'm very sure they will try to want to test for you, to test and confirm that whatever they are doing is correct. Now I can see it's still testing again if the time intelligence measure is still correct. So it's trying to do that again. So it's doing all these things underneath. Why you can be drinking your sobo, or you can be drinking your coffee, whichever one you like, or you can be gisting with your wife, like Mr. Benga likes to do. So all this goes on. Right, you can see we have now, it is not telling us what it has done. Now it's giving us the tables. Now it's saying every measure is working properly across all the dimensions, and this is a full summary. Now we have from the fact table the keys to, so we have the fact from here to here. This is the key in between. This is what is connecting to, and this is the status. So all of them have this, and that, and we are good to go. So if you have much more complex one, I'm 100% sure that it also see those much more complex ones. If it needs to also create new columns for you, or you want surrogate keys and every those keys that Mr. Benga taught us sometimes last year, it will do all of that for you, right? So, but like I thought, like we confirmed and ascertained yesterday, which I was still going to reiterate to everybody, especially the newbies that might be watching this video later, it's not about you using cloud to do everything. It's also about you understanding what is being done or what needs to be done. Then that makes you somebody who can use this appropriately. Or else you're just going to be, I don't know, you're just going to be thinking everything is right. Because truthfully, yes, most of these models make mistakes. Although some of them are becoming much more better than others, but you need to be a master of your game to understand everything that is happening properly. So we have been able to do this now. So we have created relationships. So let's go back to our so we have everything now. All our these things are still here. All our measures are still here. All our relationship is done, right? I can even tell it to do a physics, but don't let us go into a physics. Now let's do other things. So we've talked about, we've been able to ascertain that cloud can do relationships for us. Cloud can build, can connect the tables for us, get the keys, and do all those ones for us. Now the next thing that we should actually look into as well is, now we should also look into documentation, right? Documentation is one of the most important things that, in fact, even you as a Power BI person, some of us, we still actually lack how to do proper documentation. Because the truth of it is, between you and I, all of us know that it is not quite easy to start sitting down and start writing each and everything you did, each and every column, one after the other. This is the column here, this is this is that, this is this. It's not quite easy for us, especially we that we call ourselves data analysts. We say, no, that is the work of a data engineer or a database administrator. It's not my concern. But because of continuity of job, because the whole world is evolving now. Now we are now even starting to be teaching us about CI/CD, such that a lot of people can work on the same file. Because a lot of people can work on the same file at now, it's important for us to note that we should do what? We need to start having documentation, so that whenever anybody is using this file, or whenever anybody is going to be working on it, they understand what has been done, what is being done, what is supposed to be done. I hope we are following everybody. So that is why documentation matters. Aside from, even for you yourself that you are looking at it, your comments might not be the only thing that will drop. The documentation is very, very important as well. So let's do a bit of documentation now. So how do we go about the documentation stuff? So let's say I want you to write for me, or write a proper documentation for every measure, calculated column, tables in my model, right? So for documentation purpose, there are some times that we might need to link it back to the original Microsoft documentation page, isn't it? So we could also tell you that for every DAX that is written, for every DAX function used, so we can say include a link to its official Microsoft documentation page, right? Then I want you to format the output as a clean reference table, maybe. In fact, I want to format the answer as a clean reference table as well as a document. Don't know what that will do, but let's see. So now there's a reason why I intentionally usually write my prompts with sometimes wrong spellings, because one of the things that most of us used to do when we're writing prompt, we try to make sure that everything is right, everything is this. Yes, it's good, but at the same time, don't worry yourself too much. So far, you know what you're writing, and you know that you just miss instead of words, it will pick everything itself. That's something I've seen a lot of people everywhere. In fact, people close to me, they sit down, they can write this thing 10 times. Most of these AIs isn't it was in during the beginning where you need to start prompting as hard, as mad, as crazy as this thing. But now that this thing is live, it's connected to the this thing live, it has been following your prompt and been taking everything into its memory. It's one way or the other knows exactly what you want to do now, because this thing is getting much more intelligent. So that's just something I wanted to point out there. So let's put this into action and let's see what happens. So now we are waiting for it to write a proper documentation. It's going to go through all the measures, all the calculated column, every single thing. Now, when cloud wants to do something like this, especially when I work with the cloud desktop, so I might need to give it a bit of room because it might want to open for us the area where it's going to be writing the documentation. But it will take a bit of time right now because it's going over 1 million rows, everything, all the columns, all this, every one of them. So let's just give it a bit of time. Now, so aside from Mr. Oluwole yesterday, a quick question to everybody. I don't know, did any one of us, did we all try to do this yesterday? And what was our feedback? Did it work for you or did it not work for you? I know it worked for Mr. Oluwole because he told us. So that's why I'm exempting him now. Mr. Isaiah, Rafia,
What
Tori,
I did,
yes.
what I did was I asked it to give me a markdown document,
Oh, okay, yes, that's good too. That's also good
right?
option.
But I don't know if that is beneficial. But for the case that I wanted, I required a markdown document,
Any see,
and I also asked it to reference to take, put all the names, explanation of everything. So
exactly,
more or less getting it ready for AI use within Power BI service, like what you're doing with prep data for AI.
exactly, exactly. So it's yes, Markdown works. Everything works. There's no see anything. Just the goal of this is you just know the capability, and that's what some of us are lacking. Are you following? So we are still treating AI now as um fetch me this, give me that. We can do quite a lot of things. When it comes to cloud, at least me, I know I've tried a lot. I've even moved in away from. If you notice when we started this client, it was an open code because now that one is another thing entirely. And I'm thinking that one to also connect to Power BI because the way that one is going is working like cloud co-work, right? So yes, anything you want it to do actually, whether you want it as an HTML file, whether you want it as a markdown file, whether you want it as a document, Microsoft Word document, anyone, it is going to do everything and it will do it properly. So you just the goal there is, like I said, is for us to understand what we want to do. For us to connect. You've connected it is working. Now, what you want to do yourself. The way, for example, when it comes to data modeling, let me be frank. The way I can do data modeling, right, might be different from the way Mr. Gbenga will do it. But there's a very high chance that the AI can do it better than both of us, isn't it? Because it has much more uh, context or much more things downstream on. But Mr. Gbenga might do it much more better than I could do it because maybe he has much more experience about some other things that I don't know of. And that is why, even though AI is going to be assisting in all these things that we are doing, it's much more better for we ourselves to actually do what? Upgrade ourselves. Now there was something I was looking at earlier. I'm actually just saying all these things why this one is working so that we can see it in real time. I was working on a roadmap for analytical engineering, right, with cloud because at least my cloud knows me very well. We've been together for like 3 years now. And then one of the things he told me about was that I need to go back and go and read a certain book. In fact, he called it the Kimball methodology. I remembered I and Mr. Benga used to discuss. There's no how we discuss about what's it called? Data modeling. or warehousing, we are going to always refer back to that book. I've never discussed about it with this with AI. I've never told it to do anything from, but it knows that that book is a massive stuff. I was even still going to screenshot it and come and send it to you. Is that see, you see this book that we are all of us are looking at. Even AI is telling us that the methodology in this book is the one of the backbone for us to be data, for us to be analytical engineers. So these are this is done. Can we see the screen? Can we see what it has popped up for us? Or we can't see the screen? I need to know before I start talking. Mr. Isaiah
It
Oluwole.
has come up. It has come up.
Okay, good.
We
So
can't see. Okay, it has come up. No, 14
Yes, we
pages.
can see the screen, about
you can
14
see the page.
pages.
Good. So if you look at it now, it has tell me the DGMCP class, Power BI, this complete reference guide for tables, put the time and everything. Now you can see the model overview. This is just a simple overview of the model. Next, we have the tables and the columns. So this is, for example, sales fact table. It has this. I did not send you all this English. It has given us all this English. It has done all this for us. Customer dimension did everything for us. Let's go. Let's go. So now we have number three. Number three is measures. Oh, no, sorry, relationship. Now it has given us the relationship, and it has even told us the reason why it's using that relationship, with the purpose. Enable slicing sales by customer attributes such as this and this. It has given us all this. The cardinality, the direction, the purpose. Now let's see. Here, what do we have here? The measure reference table. So we have the total reference, the expression, what it is doing, the format, the DAX function that is used. Same thing for all of them. This is for revenue. Remember that all of those things that we're working on were in different, what's it called? They were in different buckets. So we have for revenue, we have total revenue, average unit price, and it goes like that. Then we have cost, total cost, cost ratio, average cost. Then we have profit, all of it, time intelligence, every single thing. Customer. Then we now have the last one, which was for us to have a DAX function reference. Now you have the function, the category of the function, the description of the function, and the what? The Microsoft document link. So all this for us. So now this is us using it for model documentation. So I've just used this for what? For model documentation. So um so that is also a possibility. So we can see that it is very possible for this to create a what? To create a model documentation for us. So now I don't know, Mr. Isaiah, did you share this file with them yesterday? The the
I've
points,
not. I've not shared. I've
any
not
file
shared
have
any of
you?
the resources. Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
still want to. The video requires a lot of editing, so
Yes, I know. It's not even about the video,
I've
it's
not
about
shared.
the write up in it. Okay, so let me just close this and let's go back to our our class now. So now let's try something. Let's say I want to create business insights and profiling prompts. For example, what I want you to do now is I want you to analyze all the data in the model. I want you to share the top 10 business insight that I should know, a full data profiling report for my key columns. So this one is just profiling and business insights, generating business insights for us. Let's see how what cloud will do in this regard. So there was a document that I promised to share today, which I did. So please, when I want to go through everything, I want to go through it because I actually talk more about quite a lot of things, even much more than what I'm going to be talking about in the class. So we might want to go through that, what's it called? I want to go through that that document so that we can have some other understanding. Another thing is we can create a BRD, yes, business requirements document, right? You know, we have already created a documentation. A documentation is different from a business requirement document. So then let us put it up together. So now, while this one is working, I can start typing the one that I want you. So now, all these document now. I think I don't even need to do my examples again because now we can see that it is very possible for it to actually create as many documents as we want it to be. Are you following? Now, the next point of view after this is that we should even confirm, can this do a visual for us? Isn't it? can Power BI, I mean, so can what's it called? What do you call it? Can cloud, desktop, can it create a visual for us? I don't know if anybody has tested it. Maybe Mr. Oluwale did it yesterday. I have not done it. I have not done it, so I don't know. But I'm going
It
to test.
didn't.
Oh, it
It
didn't.
didn't.
It didn't
It
work for
didn't
you.
create. It didn't create it, but it told me that if I am working with the PBIP,
Yes.
it should be able to run it because it will have access to the JSON files to edit it directly
Okay. So
and
let's
create the
let's see.
visuals.
Okay. So let's see from my end. So I want you to help create, let's say, 5 visuals based on the analysis. We have told you to analyze the data now. So let's wait for it. I'm just trying to write this one out while it's analyzed. So it's analyzing the data now. Our main job now, data analyst, is doing it for us now, analyzing the data. Okay, good. Okay. So now we have the business insights now, trying to give us the business insight across board. Now we told it to give us 10. So that is why it's giving us the top 10 business insights. Revenue is flat across 3 years, return on year growth of this and that. Profit margin is locked at exactly this across virtually every dimension. Direct sales domination, government is the top customer segment, clothing leads this, all of them is that. Now data profiling. Aha, so these are some of the issues we'll be having when using cloud though. Cloud reach is too limit, is to use limit for this turn. So I'm just going to continue it, and I'm just going to tell it to continue. And because of us now, I've used 90% of my session limits. Okay, so let's keep talking. So now we have the data profiling. Sales ID has 1 million distinct records. All foreign keys match properly. I think that's that one. Then the report recommendation is that given the uniformity of the data, I would suggest building an executive dashboard. So this is what I want it to even do now. So a product performance report, a channel optimization page, and the sales segmentation report. So that means it's telling us now that for report recommendation now, it wants you to have the executive dashboard, which might be a page. It wants you to have a product performance report, another page, a channel optimization page. That's for close to 5 reports that can be done. And the time intelligence measures are ready for trend, this and that. So now look at what it's telling me that if you would like me to generate a Mr. Isaiah, are you saying something?
No, continue. No.
Okay, I thought you showed that you were talking. So okay, would like me to generate this. So because I said continue, right? So now if you look at it, it is building that comprehensive analysis. I wanted it to do what I wanted it to actually show us the diagrams. So you see the way I showed those documents earlier, if I tell it to do dashboard and stuff for me, it might not go directly into creating those dashboard. It might want first of all try to put all of it in a HTML format, right? It will create your line trend, your bar graph, your charts, your pie chart, all of them, but they might just be in HTML format. And if you know what you are, if you know what you would need, what you are doing, it will actually work for you as well. You can just be picking it, run first, and hopefully to give us something that we can work with. Mr. Ola, welcome to class today.
Oh, thank you so much. I was in another meeting. I just rounded up. Sorry
No,
about that.
no
Came
issues,
late.
no issues.
Yeah. How is it going?
Yeah, we have created our documentation. Let me show you. Since
Amazing.
so let me just do this. Yes. So let me just show you. So while we are waiting for this, we are creating an analysis. So it has analyzed everything for us. We told it to give us top 10 analysis. So here we have the documentation. So you can see we have the model overview. We had the tables, each and every of the tables, what is in each and every one of them, the data type, the description, everything. We have the relationships. then all the type of relationships that we had, the
Yeah,
conditionality,
no problem. I'm saying.
everything. Then the DAX measures we wrote as well, an explanation for each and every of the DAX measures that we wrote. Then what else? Then the DAX function, their references, it gives us all that as well. So whenever, let's say we have if, we don't know what if is, somebody that have the documentation can just click on this link here and it takes you to the official Microsoft documentation. Okay, we are waiting for the
Does
analysis
it
now.
also explain, sorry about that. Does it also
Yes,
explain the measures itself,
yes,
like
yes.
the explanation of the KPI that we have built?
Let's see. Let me show you. Okay, this is another one. There's not the analysis. Let's wait for this. Let's wait for this to show first. 1 minute. So this is the comprehensive analysis document now. Analyzing the document. The other one I showed you was documentation. So now this is the analysis. So let's make this bigger,
Okay, got that.
right? First off, we have the total revenue, total profit, profit margin, total order. Now, top 10. So this one is just giving us more like a report. So it's already said data analysis report. So revenue growth has stagnated. Why? This, and this was there. Now this is just analysis, analyzing everything. So now it's giving us our priority as well. If you notice there's a priority there. This is high priority. While this is big trouble. This is another one. This one is medium priority. This one is high priority as well. Monitor this, monitor your customer segment, medium priority. These are the findings, the implication on the company. Then we have all of this as been broken down. Now you could 1 minute. So that's that one. Now you can see here for those of us, for example, that work with some companies that will tell us, can you show this in Excel? We can see something like this now. These are some of the things. It has done everything for us. Now there's no dashboard, nothing, but this is just a report that can be sent on the go. For those of us that send emails as well, we can attach it to an email, however we want it to be. But this is just like a comprehensive report. Now these are the reporting recommendations as well. Part three, the reporting recommendation. Yes, Mr. Isaiah. I hope the screen is not stagnant.
No, it's not. I was just as you were looking. I was looking at the report and I was trying to think. How are we sure that there are no errors in some of the?
That's why you need to look at it
Um.
yourself now. That's
Okay.
why you need to look at it yourself. You do your what's it called? You do your own analysis on the side. Are you following? You can just fact check it. There's no issue. In fact, there are some of us. If let's say, if not
Okay.
because that I'm at the end of the week, right? What I did now, I won't stop here. I will do it again. Like I think I can just tell you that I think you made a mistake somewhere. Trying to look for any mistake you might have done, fact check it again. If you remember, even it was doing that itself when we were prompting earlier. It was telling us that it is testing. You can see it's testing each and every of those measures to confirm that it is actually working before it gave us the final answer. So same thing would happen is when it's doing this document as well. It will still test everything. So if you want to test everything out, okay, I think you make a mistake somewhere. And I don't need to tell it anywhere I did the mistake, right? But I just think you made a mistake somewhere. It will go back again, try to do everything again. But it does not stop you now from doing your own job. Oh. So it does not stop you from doing your own job. So that's that one. I just need to put that as and really, really thank you for that question because there are some of us that actually will not mind not doing anything. So now we have that. So I just want to let's test this one. I mean, it can create visuals, um, report visuals. Let's just put report visuals on the report canvas. So let's see. Hey, I entered that. I can stop it and I can edit this again on the report canvas or create a full dashboard. Let's now see if this is possible. Although I'm almost okay, I'm already using extra limits, so no problem there. Okay, I think we are lucky because my session will close 8 p.m. Okay, I think this is 8 p.m. Nigerian time. 8 p.m. Nigerian time is in how many minutes?
Within 8 minutes.
8 minutes. Okay, no problem. So now let's see. We have told you want to create report visual. So let's see whether so now it's thinking about it's capturing. Let's just see. I told you I've not done this. So let's see it. Whether it will work or not work. So we know the limits. But believe you me that even though it might not do it today, know that in the next 2 weeks or 1 month now, you can hear that it is very possible. Okay. Okay, the first option gives a polished interactive dashboard right away with anyone via a link. The second one builds directly inside your Power BI file, but requires more time as I would have to navigate the Power BI desktop UI step by step. The third gives best of both worlds. So guys, which one should we do? I think this is where we can just end the class. Which one should we do? Should we do the first, second, or
Use the
third?
third.
Okay, so
Third.
let's use the third. Let's burn that credit. Let us use the third option. Let us use the third option. Okay, so now let's see. So that document is telling us earlier, the link that it was talking about earlier, that link is the link, the HTML stuff I was telling you about. So for me, when I want to do consultancy for some companies, right, and I want to just show a mock-up, is that link, is that style I use. So the link, the HTML stuff is usually very good as well. Trust me. So it does all those links for you, does the dashboard. I don't think I have one readily available at the moment, but I would have loved to show you some of the things I've done with that other type. But let's see what this would give out to, would give birth to. Okay. So I think almost everything Microsoft now has is readily, we can actually connect it with majority of the AI platforms out there. So I think maybe that's also, I don't know, but it's, I think almost everything. Now your whole of Office, almost everything in Office, Word, PowerPoint, Word, PowerPoint, Excel, everything now, Cloud can work with it. Now, I'm very sure very soon now there's Power BI. So that means in the nearest future, we should be seeing Fabric plugin. Mr. Benga, Abi, we should not pray for Fabric. Yeah, I'm praying that we should have a
Mr.
Fabric.
Bankole, continue.
I'm praying that we have a Fabric plugin such that we can actually, what's it called? As I did the Fabric too, be using AI with Fabric too. Although, now let me quickly say something too that some of us, since we're in an AI class, for those of us that are on paid version of this guy, right? So let's just talk about that why this is working. There's also an opportunity for us to have on our dashboard, on our, for those of us using, let's say, using um what is this thing called, Google Chrome, we can also have an extension for cloud. So which means that, let's assume I'm on Microsoft. Yes, let me open this report, this stocks report. So I can connect cloud directly to this web page, and I can tell cloud to do anything I want to do on this web page. So irrespective of the type of report that is there, this is a Power BI report. If you don't, I've not tried it on Fabric, but I'm 75% sure that right on the Fabric web page, if I open this cloud stuff, it is also going to work as well. Because I've done, okay, I don't let me say that some things that are not to be met. We are recording at the moment, so but it's just quite wow. So this is what I'm talking about. So now this one now it did not do what you wanted to do. Or is it still rolling? So this is the stuff I was talking about. The now it's calling this one .gsx. I've never heard of it. It usually was HTML file. Now if you look at this now, you can see we have like our reports, project performance reports, revenue, category, different, and each of them actually is meant to be responsive. I don't know why, but we have our dashboard, so we can use this as a mock-up. But this is not what I wanted it to do. I want it to be directly on Power BI. So what you only give us is this. So we have four. You can see we have four categories now. So in the subcategory, we have a category: clothing, food, home, this, product status. Now this status of our product is even giving us this here as your brand. You can see. So this is even something that you can even use to mimic. That was I was saying that sometimes you can just mimic what you have here on the other side. Are you following? But let's beat it again. Would you like me to refine it or move? I want you to no. I want you to build it directly. I want you to build this directly on the what's it called? On the Power BI reports page. Is it report page or report canvas? What's that called again? Report view. Okay. Report view page. So let's see whether it's possible because it's giving us the shortcut, but I want it to do it directly on the Power BI. So if it's an if it, I can actually do that, then we know that okay. I think I also promised that I was going to show you how to use. Oh, okay, it's about to do that thing. Allow. Okay, we have allowed it. Let's see. We want to touch our screen. Now that is it using it will both use the Windows MCP and the Power BI MCP to do that because I want to direct my screen now. So let's see. Now this is money burning at the moment because if you're on the free tier, you might have stopped and wait for like 2 hours for all these things to happen. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Okay, yes, yes. Okay, I want to I want to play this and I want to do this. Sorry. So he said, I appreciate the ambition, but I need to be upfront with you. So he's not saying it's not possible. Do you all see this, everybody?
Yeah, this is what I said.
Yes.
This is what I said.
He's not saying it's not possible, but it will require me doing precise click and drag. There's a reason why I'm saying precise click and drag because I when I'm using for example this stock analysis, when I use Power BI on this, actually it will do click and drag. When I do exams with cloud, it will do click and drag. All I need to do is just start it. When I start it, cloud does everything from page one to page whatever it's there. Analyze everything, does everything for you. And understand. So I understand what it means by that click and drag that it's talking about. So that's one.
Is that
And
meaning using your system,
yes, it's using my system to do
controlling your
everything.
mouse?
It is controlling my mouse, doing everything. Okay, I renewed my Power BI this thing today. Let me just do it out. I renewed my Power BI what's that thing called? MCDA PL300. I renewed it today. I said, okay, I'm not doing it. I don't have time for it. It's just 25 simple questions, isn't it? Okay. And then I opened my learn.microsoft.com and I opened cloud here, right? And then I started telling it to respond to the questions. And I was just sitting down. It was screenshotting it. It was dragging it down, dragging it up, doing all those things, running. Universe. So that's that one, Sha.
So are you using that command where you're asking it to use your system? Because I know there's a prompt where you
No, no,
ask
no, no.
it to
There's
be
no
able to take
prompt.
control of a system.
There's no prompt. When you're using this cloud, so when you're using this guy here, the one on the cloud here, you don't need any prompt. Trust me. When I was doing that, I just tell it that I would just say solve. I can tell it to solve this for me. I'll just say solve this. When I say solve this, it would that it's going to take a screenshot, right? You know that oh, there's a
Mm-hmm.
question here that I want you to solve it. Then automatically there will be okay, let's do it. Um, let's find the best stock to buy. For example, let's just use this as an example. This is a Power BI report, right? So we are still
Seems
in
like
class.
your video is dragging.
Ah, my
It's
video is
slow.
dragging. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's not showing. Okay, now I can see it.
Can you see a Power BI report by Afro Invest?
Yes.
This is a Power BI report. So now I'm telling you that I want to find the best stock to buy, right? How do I go? So just that I'm just going to give you something like that. Just watch. You will see what would happen. Just like the stuff is dragging a bit.
The
Uh,
cloud that is in the chat, is it the cloud that you've integrated into your Chrome, right?
yes, yes. Do you have a cloud extension for Chrome? Now you don't want to
Oh,
give me
okay.
the slot to buy you. No, you don't want to give me that one. Let me see. Do I have anything that is like question and answer? That way it can actually you can actually do all those things for me. In fact, my LinkedIn, I used on my LinkedIn. I did not do anything. Let me just tell you. So using that cloud, I could come to my LinkedIn profile. I could it was editing my about section, all these guys here, all these ones here, all the about section. It was editing everything. I was seeing it open it up, clicking on it. I was seeing it type. I was seeing it deleting and going forward again. I did not do anything. It was doing all that and wrote everything by itself, not me. So yes, it's very possible. That is a possibility. So we have cloud for Chrome that does that as well. So now I can create a detailed PPTX mockup. I can generate a Power BI theme report with a step-by-step build guide and exact field placement, visual types, formatting specs, and a custom JSON theme field you can apply in one click. You build the visual yourself using the guide, but it will take around 15 to 20 minutes. Option B, I can create a detailed PPX mockup. Option C, I can watch you through building it live, one visual at a time. Which one do you want? So this is something that you can do what this stupid guy is saying, given that you are in a boot camp session right now. Given that you're in a boot camp session right now, option C might be the most interactive and educational, meaning let us build a visual at a time. So since it has so let's build a visual at a time.
I think you've given it a lot of access to your system. It now knows what you're doing, and
Yeah, it
it probably
actually
has access
assisted.
to your calendar.
Yes, yes, obviously that is my calendar because I do some things. And I created the PowerPoint with it. So when I was creating the PowerPoint with it, I've already prompted it exactly what I wanted to do. And inside PowerPoint itself, aha, okay, so let's see. So you can see, say click mouse interactivity. So now look at it now.
By
This
concept,
is this is possible because this is Windows MCP. Now take notes. Now Windows MCP is the one that allows your cloud to control your computer. Power BI MCP is the one that allows cloud to connect to your computer and do all the stuff. All this changing that it has been is all done in Power BI MCP. But anything away from this Power BI that you want to do, Windows MCP allows you to do that. So that is why you can see it's telling me you want to use this from the Windows MCP.
Does that mean we need to download Windows MCP on VS Code?
No, you don't even download that one is not VS Code. You can download Windows MCP directly from your what's it called? Let me show you. I'll open a new cloud this thing. So this is a new cloud this thing. So I was looking through my mail earlier. That's why you have this because MCT sent us an email. So you can come to your name, you go to settings, and you can go to from name settings, you go down to now see what we have here. See cloud in Chrome. So that cloud in Chrome is that other one that I showed you earlier. That cloud is stay in Chrome and connect.
Hmm.
Then if you go to connectors, yeah, so if you go to
You
connectors,
need to install this separately, or you need to
yeah, you need to
just
install,
enable
you
it.
just enable it separately. Some of them are already built in already. No, don't let me use this side. So now it wants to screenshot, yes, screenshot. So you get it. So you can also use the developer option. That's how you see Windows MCP. So when you use developer option, it shows the Windows MCP. It can do quite a lot of things for you.
Is it only on Pro?
It can only, yeah, on Pro. That one now is on Pro. when you want some other stuff.
Uh,
And the pro is
oh,
much
okay.
more
So
cheaper. The pro is much cheaper than
is it
than
on the extension part or on the
yes.
developer section?
Go to developer. You can do it from developer section.
On the developer part, I just see the edit config, although mine is not pro yet, but and I can see the Power BI MCP,
Yeah,
all that.
you see
So if it's
edit configure. You see you see no. Go to let me show you from here. So let me go. So settings. I think that will be working underneath. I hope I'm not canceling that. So you can see here I have general extension. So you can view from extension. So see extension. You go to extension, then you go to what's it called? Advanced settings. So if you have it, you can drag it in. If not, you can just browse the extension. When you browse the extension, you see all of this. So these are some of the things that I use already, right? So
oh, okay.
I use quite a lot of them. So you can use all this. You can also search for more. You can also bring in skills. Skills are even crazier. You see, skills are crazier than all the. So we have this PowerPoint, this Word, this is your file system. So this allows cloud to be able to access your file, to read your files and write your file. Yes, and quite a lot of them. So that's that one. Let me close it. Let's go back to what we were doing. Okay, so
Yeah, I've seen it.
okay, you've seen it, right? Perfect. You might
Hmm.
have some issues installing. We might talk about that maybe personally later.
It's asking me to install Python
Python 3 point something.
version 3.1
Yes,
and above. Yeah.
you need to install all that. Those are the stuff I was telling you about. You might need to install WSL as well. Cloud has made life easier for a lot of us, and we just have to start bringing all this together to boost ourselves to make you the rest of it. Okay, so I think we are waiting for this to show. It's just disturbing itself. Okay, so the cloud setting panel is covering the page. Let me close on Advanced Power BI. Is it trying to see this? Let me drag this away. Now let me make this maximize this page. Maybe that's what it's trying to see. Okay, yes. Okay, that's right. I'm sorry you can't see my cloud, but immediately I made the Power BI bigger, it has changed it to strategizing best option for visual. I'm sorry you can't see it right now, but immediately I made cloud big, I made the Power BI bigger. It showed that actually. Uh, okay. Yes, Mr. Isaiah.
Okay. Well, in all of this, I think while everything is going on, I'm just thinking of data security because
Hmm.
um,
Yes.
because integrating this is almost like exposing the data to I don't know.
That's why you have an
um,
MCP in between now. So it's not
okay.
as if yes, cloud is just discussing with the so the MCP is the bridge. You know, when we are working with databases, you say that's how we have the database DBMS, right? The DBMS is between you and
Mm,
the database. So the MCP is between you and the what is it called? You and Power BI. And that is why it's important that you download directly from Microsoft because they would have also added all the security measures and blah 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 everything there. But yes, at the same time, it's very important that you are secure, that you are taking note of whatever you are doing. And that's why if you notice, I did not call there are some other things. See, there are some things that can do this better than cloud though. E.g. OpenClaw. All this one that I'm disturbing myself since morning, OpenClaw will have done it too. But OpenClaw is not secure.
OpenCore has security issues,
Yes, so
several security
that's why we
issues.
are using what is it called? We are using cloud.
mm.
Mr. Isaiah, OpenClaw. You can if you notice I was learning something earlier, open code. That was another one too. Well, the goal is not about knowing all these things, it's about the application of all these things, right?
Mm.
So, and that's why it's important that we bring it that okay, now you know that this is capable of this is capable of that. Now, like Mr. Ola said the other day, him now that you'll be using these people to brag that he's using 1 million years to write DAX measures. You can still use your 1 million years to write your DAX measures. Okay, but you know that your cloud will have done it already for you. You have
I
kept
didn't
it
say I was
somewhere.
doing. I just said that it at least it allows me time. Makes me,
Now.
yeah. I mean, I'm still efficient, right?
Yes.
But what I'm saying is that you don't just go and rush and submit
I know.
what
I know. See, like,
you know.
uh,
Uh,
see, it's not about it affected me personally. I'm one of those people that first
uh,
adopt AI. Usually, I like adopting new things. It's just that I don't know why I did not quickly adopt Fabric up to now. But let me just talk about my experience in my place of work. The last place of work I worked before I moved out of Nigeria. So when I got to that job, that was also the time AI too was starting. So I'm of those set of people. Screenshot this, take it to where I create dashboard for me, create them DAX for me, this, and this. And I've done everything, created the measure, relationship, boom, 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 boom. So that's supposed to take me like 1.5 months, 1 month. I feel done within 1 week. All of a sudden, I became redundant, or I became there's much time in my hand and everything. Not that it's a bad thing, but then it means that they start bombarding other things, isn't it, Mr. Ola?
Mm.
And then every other thing you
yes,
are handling,
no,
and that it just keep on going like that.
yeah, another thing is that you must not be idle.
You must
That's
not be
just it.
idle. So that is the
If you
example
are
I'm trying to
if
use.
you are idle, they might want to
Ah,
eliminate your position.
that's that one.
If you are
That
idle,
that one too is there. Oh.
yeah.
That one too is there.
If
So
you
now
are
look
idle,
at
they will just do meeting and eliminate your
and then next
position.
year. So let's look at this class
Mm-hmm.
now. So you can see Power BI. So I took it away. So now it has seen it. So he's saying, it said Power BI was behind, then I took it away. Now it's saying Power BI is now in view with reports with an empty report canvas. So I can see the data panel on this side with all the tables and folder. Let's start building the product performance report, one visual at a time. So visual one, total revenue card. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to click on an empty area in the visualization, click on card from this. So this one is just because we told you to tell us what you wanted to do. Now once I've done it, I will come and say done and to tell me to screenshot and give me the guy for the next one, which is something lame and lazy for me. So I can do visualization, isn't it? So I can visualize everything I want to visualize and tell it to even look at the visualization. I've done that before, even before this time around. I usually do that on the cloud. Earlier, I will just screenshot, send it to ChatGPT or send it to you. Oh yeah, look at this visual. What is missing? What is lacking? What do I change to make it um, engagement worthy of my executives or my management, right? And then it will tell me do this, do that, do that. Use this one, use this color scheme, and it goes on like that. So that's that way. Yes, Mr. Isaiah, you have a lot of questions. I know.
Well, I don't for now. I'm just maybe a lot of thoughts in my head, but not a question.
Okay, so one
So
other
you can.
one other recap. Last thing. So let me do something. I'm going to go to this side now to the Power Query because I said it yesterday that I could do Power Query. So let's put a confirmation to that. So now I have the Power Query inside. So what let's see if we can what thing do you think I quickly create from this Power Query side? Everybody um what do you think we can do here? Well, data is too clear. Okay, let's look at this customer type. Good. So I want to do something now. So currently on the Power Query editor. So I want to change the customer type individual. No. Okay, no. I want to change the customer segment to have B2B, B2C, B2D. I hope some of us understand what I'm doing. So B2B, business to business segment, business to customer segment, business to dealers segment, something like that. BTC instead of what you have currently. For example, let's see and let's execute it. Okay. So let's execute it. Let's see if that will work. I need to show, yes, we need to show, okay, it's screenshotting. So let me take it away so that I can screenshot it. So what I want you to do now is I want us to look at this applied steps or something. I should have even asked if it's possible for us to think it will do it. But by now I know, so I can see, okay, so let me just quickly show what it's writing. It says, I can see power query 8, it took it away from me. Okay, so I can see Power Query Editor is open with the customer dimension table. Let me zoom in to see the customer segment values. So I'm going to zoom, take it away again so that I can look at it. So it's looking at it now. I think I need to make this small. I just put it in one corner. So it's telling me now, I can see it. So it is orchestrating the visual preparation for the modification guidance. So it's trying to modify it now. So you can see. So we're trying to create it in Power Query now. Let's see what happens from there. The goal of this is to know that these things are possible so that we can times 100. Before we were in times 10, right? Now we need to do times 100. Now all of us good. So it is responding to me now. It is telling me that I can see the Power Query Editor with this. I can see the customer segment with SMB retail this. But before I guide you, this one is telling me not to guide me. No, 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 no. I don't want guidance. I want you to do it directly. I want you to make the change directly because it's about to push. Now, this is not about AI. There are some things that it can do on its own, and you try to push it back to you. Yes, some of them are like that, especially ChatGPT is the worst of all of them. You still tell you to go and do it again. So I want you to make the change directly on the Power Query Editor. So let's see. Unless if I'm not querying it right. I know I've seen it somewhere where it's done, and I saw it. I just queried. Okay, okay, So now it's orchestrating it now. Aha. Can you see? Deliberating everything one after the other. So let me do it directly. First, I need to find and right click on the customer segment. So let me take it away so that you can see it in action. So it's telling first, I need to find and right click on customer segment column to use replace value. Let me zoom in on customer on the column headers. So it has snapshotted. Now this might take a while, but it's possible. I know it's possible. So what it wants to do now, it wants to come here and come and right click on customer segment for me and then choose replace value. That's what it wants to do. Are you following me? So let's see. So now it's saying maneuvering cloud window to access Power Query Editor directly. Now let me minimize the cloud window. Now my mouse, I'm not touching my mouse right now. If you can see my mouse, it's on remove column, right? I'm not touching my mouse right now. It took my mouse there itself. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Mr. Isaiah, I hope anybody can hear me. I can see my screen.
You can, yes, yes, you are following.
Okay, so I'm not the one putting that mouse where that mouse is. My mouse was on the cloud, but I took it to remove columns. So let's see. So it's saying you want to minimize cloud windows. I think that's what it did. Then work directly on the Power Query Editor. Good. So it's still rolling. Let's see. Let's see. We are still rolling. I need to take a bit of time and burn a lot of credits or tokens, but Yes, it is possible. So imagine if I'm on the max, um, on the max Power BI max. You know how crazy it would have been. Yes, Mr. Gbenga, I are you on the call? I wanted to ask a question that will benefit everybody on this call. So I wanted you to help us to answer it, or maybe later give us the answer to it. So is Mr. Gbenga on the call?
I think it's in another session.
Another session, okay. For all of us that were on the call, one of the issues I've been having currently with my students or mentees who are working in UK, USA or Canada at the moment is that majority of them now are being taught how to use AI agents to do whatever they are doing. So, and you can see what you are doing now. Also, AI agents, one way or the other, will be able to do it. Even the analytical engineering, I'm not still sure that it is not possible that you cannot do it. So, what is the way forward for everybody? So that is my question. Okay,
I was reading something yesterday.
okay.
It's called AGI. Have you heard about it before?
Yes, I've heard about AGI before. That's where everybody wants to go.
Okay.
That's where everybody's. That's
So
where
that's where
everybody's looking at.
the everywhere is everybody wants to head at now.
Yes,
So now they are saying that that will do everything for us, that it will interact like a human, that it
yes,
will even have emotion inside of it.
exactly. But don't worry,
So
everybody is
what
preparing.
is
It's still a theoretical form.
what is going on?
But sincerely, that AGI is another crazy thing entirely. Artificial
Yeah.
generative intelligence,
Artificial
general intelligence.
generalist intelligence. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So I
Yeah.
don't even know what how that one is doing now. But I don't know of that one yet. But you see that AI agent one, most of my people have thought in the past now. They will just come and tell me their company, they started bringing AI agents in. Now we data people we are still a bit safe, but you see all those project management, all those writing, all this connecting meeting, all those ones. Majority of them, the next few months now, you start saying that there's no job for them again, especially those working in the big companies, because you thought
What did you think happened at Oracle
it's the
2 weeks
same thing.
ago? What did you think
But
happened?
that Oracle
The
one,
same thing, right?
no, that Oracle one has some other too, because Oracle is meant to be a legacy. But okay, yeah, that's true. Was it ChatGPT or was it Cloud that said they've been able to conquer the legacy stuff about about a legacy hardware? I don't know if anybody had that. That was a week before Oracle now said it's sacking people, or 2 weeks before, because Oracle, we all know them, their legacy, and nobody used to touch legacy. All of a sudden, one AI company, I can't remember now whether it's Cloud though, whether it's ChatGPT. But
It's
which one?
Claude.
It's Cloud
No,
that
is it Claude? No, I think is it that Claude or ChatGPT and they have an agent that was able to detect
detect.
flaws in
Yes,
infrastructure and all
everything
those legacy
as a
companies.
legacy
And they
companies,
Hmm.
and
mentioned that they were not going to release that version of the LLM model until those legacy companies fix those issues. And
sincerely,
I think they now shared those information with those legacy companies. So it might have been the result of that layoff.
because
Hmm.
sincerely, I was like legacy company. Especially Oracle that.
Because now it's gonna they're gonna take it one after the other.
Yes,
Meta
sir.
will do their own, IBM will do their own,
Everybody,
Accenture will do their
everybody.
own,
That's what they
TCS
go.
will do their own.
You see that TCS,
You know,
that TCS gongo that you said, that's where my student is.
mm.
She's the one that's telling me that all of them,
That TCS, eh?
they're giving all of them,
I was ex TCS. Yeah, I
they're
was
giving
ex
them
TCS. That
AI agents.
TCS, eh?
Hmm.
That is yes. In fact, like top all the top executive, they resigned 2 weeks
Ah,
ago. I mean, last week, I think. Yeah, they resigned last
you can
week.
say now.
Something is coming for them. So they quickly resigned and
Yes, now,
collected their severance.
because all of them,
That's what they did.
they've
All the
used
top.
They
or
did
top
they did they did
management
boot
and executive.
they did boot camp for them. Oh, they did boot camp for them to teach them how to use AI agents and how to program the AI agent and how to teach the AI agents. And they did okay, Power BI now. It is controlling my computer at the moment, actually. It has minimized my teams. I don't know whether it muted me. If you can hear me, let me know. So now it's trying to drag my mouse to the MCP this thing now.
We can still hear you. It didn't mute you.
It didn't miss me, thank God. So but it's writing it there. Teams is covering it, so it minimized teams. So it's just me telling you, I'm just doing all this so that you can see the possibility of all these things. Yes, it is very possible. It can drag and drop. I've used it to arrange my computer, remove my desktop, make my desktop cleaner, my documents, my folders, everything arranged properly, content creation, name it. So I think it's better we stop the class now since we've already even used more than 1 hour 30 minutes. Or let's still because if I say we should wait for this thing to do what I want it to do, it will take a bit of time because I've eaten too much of my tokens already. But it will do it actually. It will navigate to where I want it to navigate to, right click, do everything. Now this is where it comes in. Let me now make this like final note. You notice that if I wanted to change all these things myself, it would have been easier for me to do it all by myself and I will not spend as much as time as what cloud is doing now by navigating. So this is something that these are some of the um the play of what they call it that comes within using AI and the rest. So there are some times that human intervention, you doing it yourself, is the best and is the most easiest way to do something. So please don't um don't put all your eggs in the AI basket. Learn everything you need to learn and do what you need to do. So this will be my final note for today. Thank you very much, Better Job Niger. Thank you very much, Mr. Isaiah. Thank you very much, Chidima. And thank you very much, everybody. And Mr. Gunn, Mr. Benga as well. Thank you very much for having me. I believe I was able to deliver the class properly, and I believe we're able to learn one or two things as well as regards using AI to do all these things. So thank you very much, everybody. So I really want us to also do quite a lot of things we did. There are a lot of remarkable things that I have not been able to talk about, but you can just go through the document as well. The document is going to do quite a lot of things for you. I have others I could share, no problem. And yes, thank you very much, everyone, for having a wonderful time with me. So over to you, Mr. Isaiah.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Bankole. The class is really interesting and it's eye-opening. Just a big thank you to you for giving us your time, even while you are far away, to make yourself available to have this session. And I'm sure that we've learned a lot, not one. We've learned a lot. We know what we need to do. We know how we need to upskill. We know what we need to focus on. We know what we need to read. And as for the resource material, please you can share them with me. I will most likely communicate it
They are,
with
sh-
others.
they are shared already, don't worry. They are in the folder.
Oh, okay, okay. I will look at it again and I'll
Yes, they are in
download
the
the
folder.
update. Okay. We've come to the end of the class. The attendance form has been sent. Please let's fill it. Um, Recordings and videos for this section will be made available sometimes in the middle of the week so that we can have them look at it again and then just get better in what we are doing and at the same time also prepare ourselves for what is coming in the future. Information is really key. Once you know what is ahead, you can then prepare your mind and stay ahead so that it will not catch you unawares. All right, we've come to the end of this session. We will continue next weekend. We will continue next weekend as usual. So I will say thank you all, and for those of you in Nigeria, good night because it's almost there to 9. For those of us by another country, let's enjoy our Sundays and let's have a fruitful week ahead. Thank you all.
So thank you very much. It's also midnight here in India. It's 1 a.m. at the moment.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So yeah, thank you very
Oh,
much.
you are based in India? You just went on a visit.
I went for my master's degree program in India.
Oh, all right, all right.
I heard the rate of adoption of AI in India is astronomical. I have a colleague that works here in Canada, and he visited India and he told me that there are hospitals that you don't need to see human beings,
Hmm.
that AI does everything.
Hmm. This part of India.
He told me that he went to a hospital in India
Uh,
recently this year,
Depending on the
and
part of India, actually, if it's there, yes,
there are
very possible.
no
Yes, very possible.
there are no human beings
It's very, very possible. It's very, very possible. If
in the
it's
hospital.
Yeah, if it's a place like Chennai, Mumbai, all those places, yes, they are very. We have some places that are highly they are highly technologically advanced actually here in India, and yes, all these ones I just told you now, I learned them here in India, right? Especially that Power BI shortcut stuff. Majority of everything I've seen online is that what's it called? Is that using it from VS Code. How they were able to know that you can copy from VS Code to this, I don't even know. And then they brought it out, and now everybody can do it directly from cloud. In fact, I
How is
think
this different from the CLI, the
now
code
using it,
CLI that I spoke about?
yeah, I've not checked that other one from yesterday, right? I've not checked that one yet.
Yes.
I'm about to check. That's what I want to even use this week to do. That other one, because
Okay.
I know that will be another thing entirely. Are you following me?
It's way
Yes.
better.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to test that one out, and I'm going to, if you're going to have a class about that one too, I'll tell Mr. Benga, then we can actually have a class on it as well. But yes,
There's another one also, PBI Fixer.
PBI Fixer, what does that do?
It was launched by a staff in Microsoft, and that actually helps you to do so many things. So the name of the guy is Alexander Korn,
Okay,
and so you know the way you implement incremental refresh on your reports, you don't need to
yes,
do that anymore. You install it in Fabric, and it automatically implements incremental refresh for you by one click. So it searches for the fact tables, applies the incremental refresh, it creates range start, creates range end, and applies those parameters into the fact table query,
okay,
determines the date column to use, and
okay,
you updates it
okay.
by one click. If you want to add a calendar table to it, you can add it. If you want to add a calculator, just by one click. You don't need to do any work.
Yeah, I can see it here. It's done on Fabric, actually.
Yes.
Nice. So this can see a lot of things. I think our own, this guy also did one too. Okay, that one is a cloud skill by the one David did. David Abu did one recently. I was showing you online. That can actually give you reports and everything as well with your cloud skill. So there are just quite a lot of things these days. So everybody, you just have to put our mind in, just have to put our mind down and open our ears actually to listen to what people and online. What I usually do is I usually set alerts on Google that anything Power BI, AI, Power BI objects, like for example, you should only send it to me. These are something that some of us can do as well. There's something called alerts. So you can just put it on Google, you set everything up. Once there's a new news about AI regarding something, for example, Power BI, for example, anything, Power, Fabric, all these things, it will be sending you the information automatically and immediately. So these are some things you can use to get ahead. So thank you very much, everybody. I think stopping my class now. I'll stop the recording as